Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
Hey, how's it going? I'm not late, you're late. I was writing an email. I was writing an email. It needed to happen. Okay? These things happen. Man, I take way too long to write emails and I do such a bad job with them that I just should not. I have to hire someone to write emails for me. So, when last we left off, we had just gotten ourselves through another dungeon, which is good. We have been making progress, which is good. And now we need to go to the change log. Let's see what's changed. We have something that not relevant to our gameplay, so might and damage enchant. So that I assume that that's the dragon enchant was working on spell damage, which that doesn't affect us. It doesn't matter. Okay, we're a melee build. We don't do that kind of thing. But what I haven't done is updated. That's the thing that I needed to do before stream that I didn't do. So let's go ahead and update this. Let's see. We can get that done. And let's see here. Let's see. Okay, paste this here. And we done. No, we're not done. Now we're done. Okay. All set. Sorry. Alright, there we go. We've done that. We do need to do something here. And we need to load up our I didn't do my punishments. So I think that we established that it was a 2-to-1 ratio, right? So I guess I need to start with squats. Because I forgot to do them yesterday. I forgot to do the punishments yesterday. And I should be doing the punishments. I need to be getting in shape before I leave the country. So let's see here. Why? Because I'm going to see my family and I should be in shape for that because they should be impressed by, the progress that's been made in the last 8 months since they last saw me. Let's see here. What is this thing called? Live split. Okay. So we're going to put live split. Sorry, I've only been using this for like a couple of days. I'll figure out what it's called eventually. I guess I don't have a thing for it. Alright, so plus. Okay, there we go. So that's working. We're set there. We can close you. Is that the wrong thing to close? No, it's the correct thing to close. We're opening up 8. And we are ready. Okay, so let's see here. Where were we? We were presumably. I think the kid might be saying bye to somebody. Okay, so we were going back to 6. I put it in the title. How did I forget about it between putting it in the title and now? That's very sad. Okay, so we're heading over to whatchamacallit? I have a blue barrel here. Well, why do we have a blue barrel here? There's no way I didn't click on this barrel already, is there? Got a 2, so that's number 2. Oh, actually, that's someone who can actually use personality. Imagine that. Imagine that. Alright, so we're going to Enroth, and we're going to try to make this work. I'm not going to go cure my disease first. It's tempting to pull up this. Don't need to be looking at... don't need to be looking at things that we don't need to be looking at. Which is to say, the same thing, but with a 2-second delay, so I'm just distracted by... Mirrors I don't find distracting, so like when I look at camera, it's like I can see my camera here. That's not distracting. If there's a delay to it, because I'm looking at it on the Twitch site, it's the most distracting thing in existence. Alright. We have 170 grand. We maybe should have spent some of that before building it. Are there seriously only 2 enemies in this story? I just felt like they weren't moving fast enough. Do we have a problem with them? Are they not loaded in correctly? No, that seems better. I guess they were just in the walk animation instead of the run, so just not very good. There was only 2 enemies though. Is it possible to only spawn 2 enemies there? Do I need to... Oh right, they have extremely fast jump speeds. They're probably still fine. No, they're not. That vampire bat is... Ooh, I might die here. I think we're gonna die. The fact that vampire bat is the only one that bounced off of the... Nope, never mind, there's 2 vampire bats. And the 2 of them are the only 2 that bounced off. Okay, that's fine. That's good, actually. Okay, I didn't notice them. Oh, Jesus, we have an exploder? Oh. Don't explode me. Okay. Okay. I'm concerned about trying to brute force a boss. I don't know if that's going to be able to work. Okay. I think I can probably rotate around you. Can I get... Ha! Okay, you're fine. Nailed it. Alright. I don't know if we could have handled... Okay. I didn't check if I had food before we came in here, and that could have been real bad. Okay, we got a belt. Oh, excuse you. Don't knock out the person with preservation, please. They go down, we're in trouble. Whew. Okay, we're fine. How are we gonna handle this? Alright.
I'm hurt.
Okay. We're probably fine here. Ooh. Concerning. Please don't be poisoned. Nobody's poisoned. Probably fine. Okay, Nosferatu is back up. trouble here. You might be okay. Yeah, that's not sure. On the plus side, it does look like when they have vision on us, we also have vision on them. So that's useful, but this could go pretty badly. I think we're gonna be okay. We have 5 saves available. Ooh, hello. Oh shit. Did I just aggro another pack? I might not have. This pack seems... Okay, this seems like a pretty weak pack. Oh, never mind, we got a queen. Okay. We got a queen. Hey, Astro Kitty. Cabrevs. Did I have to reload yet? No, I didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Oh, right, I didn't do my squats. I owe my squats. I need to do 18 squats. But don't. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Do I want to tie up my hair, actually? I think I'm going to tie up my hair. Forgot to do the squats. I talked about it. You know what? I should get to a save point and then I'll do the squats. And we'll add any... Yeah, until we save, we don't even know. We might need to do more. I should actually just put the number... You know what? I'm going to do it. We're going to make this 9. And we'll convert that into the 18. And we'll see if we accumulate more by the end of this dungeon. We might be able to clear the whole dungeon without problem. The fact that poison doesn't, that is actually not bad. Like, that is very survivable. Now, admittedly, that's like the weakest variant we can get. Ooh, and that is going to be the strongest variant we can get. No, it's not. A queen cobra would have a venomous queen cobra would have more than a queen spider. Queen spiders are not as high level as the red cobras. But please, thank you. Okay, we didn't get envenomed, so we're good on that account. I'm trying to remember where the trap is. I don't really... I'm not gonna risk these traps until I've been able to save, because I don't want to have to redo the entire entryway.
Who wants some?
So we're not going to loot those. Wait, yes we are. We can save now. Okay. Man, big dungeons are great. Okay, we don't even have to go backtrack to somewhere to save. We just walk into the wall. Okay, ignore that. We didn't see the name of that staff. You didn't see anything. It's a secret to everyone until we... Okay, so we got the candelabra. So that's one quest completed. And how are we doing on EXP? We have... My guess is... Oh, wait, we only have like a level to play with. Ooh, this might have been a mistake. Right? Is this a mistake? I think this is... Let me think about this. I think it's fine? Question mark? I get it up to the next... It's not fine. No. I'm not. I'm below the threshold on this one, so it's gonna go up to... No, it is fine, right? No, I need one. If I get one level... If I get one level and a little bit of change, that's gonna get me 2 levels. That's what's messing me up here. Getting 2 levels worth of experience is too much. But that's okay, actually. We can get ourselves to the 60-some% margin so that we can leave the dungeon without it resetting. And if we do that, then we should be in okay shape. I don't think we're going to get like a level and a quarter out of just the enemies getting up to 65%. Especially, we're already at 15%, which is surprisingly high. Concerning, we have multiple hittings. We don't have multiple hittings anymore. And it looks like the boss didn't show up. Was there a boss in that pack, or did I just see another big enemy and think, oh no, it's a boss? That's what happened. I just saw a normal one that thought it was a boss. Okay. We're all fine. We need to retreat back. We don't want to try to take out an entire swarm of enemies at once. I don't know what the heck is going on. This dungeon has the strangest pathing. So it should be fine. There we go. There we go. All set. We're all set. Next on our agenda is clearing you out. That's all good. It's done. Poison? No, disease. Normal vampire bat, we should be able to handle this, no problem. Next on our agenda is finishing off the rest of this room. I think we're going to get ourselves to maybe clear this room before we save. Is there really any reason to wait that long, though? We're at 20%. We have 4 more saves left. It doesn't make sense to do it. We'll save it. There's no reason to wait on it. We have so much food. We only need to get to like 70%, so we're definitely close enough that it makes sense to get the saves done. There aren't any top tiers in this immediate leading pack. I think we should be fine. Especially because the bats are just dumb. I don't know what's going on with the bats. I don't remember the bats not being this weird. Were bats this weird the last time I played? The last time I played through here? Like, they're behaving incredibly alien. Whoa! Spiders always scare the shit out of me. This dungeon, the spiders just freak me the hell out. Because the texture on the floor... Well, that's a boss. That's actually a boss, right? I'm not colorblind. What are you talking about? What is happening with this bat? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez! Why do you have a ranged attack? Unacceptable behavior. Okay. This is... Oh, God, it's a leech? Oh, my God, we have 2 bosses in play, and I didn't even notice. I was like, this is a huge spider. This is the opposite of what it usually is, which is me thinking, oh, yeah, it's not a boss, it's just a big one. And then I'm like, it's a huge spider. Looks pretty huge. It's a leech. Leech is like the worst case scenario, especially when paired with another boss. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay, the swapper just swapped with another critter somewhere. It's not going to be able to one-shot her from where she is, but it does actually have the ability to one-shot people. Generally? I don't know what I do here. I think I died. Fucking called it. I fucking called it. I'm so happy. I'm like, I feel like I'm in an okay position, but I feel like I'm going to die anyway. Okay. All right, we have 10 reloads. I'm cashing them in now. So we've died now. I'm gonna do my squats. My Final Fantasy VII style squats because I didn't get trained properly in how to do squats. So definitely not like that. You all couldn't see it, but I lifted my heel. So 5, 6, 7. Top tier gameplay. I should have tried to kite it. The problem is that I don't want to kite a leech because it's going to be doing continuous damage to me the whole time that I'm there. I have lost count, by the way. I cannot keep up a talk and keep count of things in my head at the same time. I'm going to go with 3 more just because I figure that's probably close to 20. And I think that was 3 more. Look, I can't even keep track up to 3 with any degree of reliability while I'm doing chit-chatting. Right, let's try this again. Let's try to avoid killing ourselves. Unfortunately, I walked into the primary issue that I ran into there. There's 2 options that I had in terms of ducking behind that corner. Fuck. This is... Ooh, I'm dead. I'm fully dead. There's no shot. No shot. Not with the swapper there. So once the swapper gets into melee, it's a problem because you're going to really struggle to get out of melee. You basically need to either have it miss, or you need to get enough out of range while its animation is going off that you can hit stun it when it misses you. Right? Like, I think it has to miss in order for you to have a shot. I believe it. I think it needs to miss no matter what, because it's going to just continuously chain its attack, and while it's in the attack animation, you can't hit stun it. So I think it has to miss. And with a situation like that, it has to miss when you're facing the correct direction, and you then need to respond to it missing in the appropriate... You have to basically do the correct thing each time. I fucked that up. I got both the bat boss and the spider pull. I'm almost positive. We definitely got the spiders. If we see any bats, then we know that we got the bat boss too. Yeah, the squats are for the punishments. So a long time ago, I came up with a concept where I would do punishments, which is just doing physical exercise in response to failure. Oh Jesus, that's the swapper. Wait, is the spider here too? Wait, did the swapper just swap the spider in? I think the swapper just swapped the spider in. Wait, what just happened? Nope. So no, the thing is that I had 9 reloads yesterday, So it's 2 per. It's 2 per. Yeah, the spider here just like tagged me from behind. I heard the spider animation and went, "Oh shit! Did it swap out with a spider?" But that doesn't even make sense. Then it would have appeared in front of me. Look, I'm just paranoid about being killed by the spider from behind. So we're actually gonna be able to just clear out the swapper here. So yeah, the reason that I did the squats, the 10 squats there immediately was because of the thinger. Usually I do actually do like a full set when I but yeah, we can actually set this reloads counter back down to 2. Oh, I don't have a way of doing it. Yeah, I do. We can set this back down to 2 because the 9 was from yesterday. So it's up to 2. We need to remember we've already done 1 of them. Okay. We cannot win this in a brute force contest. That could have killed me, and it didn't. We were at half life when it tagged us there. The hope is that I can get it on a corner that does the job for me. There's no guarantee of that, and it's currently it's close enough to me that it can... Did I clear out the swapper and then not save? I think I cleared the swapper and then didn't save, didn't I? God damn it. The reload counter is basically there to keep track of how many punishments I owe. So that's the basic gist. I'm just keeping track of how many times I'm dying every day. And that's basically just there to track the reload. I cannot believe that I didn't save after I killed the swapper. That was so dope. I guess, like, I would prefer to get both of them. But the spider is going to be probably killing me quite a few times. And I should save after I kill the spider. Or sorry, after I kill the bat as a result of that. Because there's not a high probability that... The bat should be less of a problem to kill in theory. Because of the fact that the swapper is mostly only relevant because it's tied in with the spider. The rest of the... Holy shit! That's actually really surprising. Whew. So many... We're up to 4 reloads already today. But yeah, the swapper is less of an issue. It's not a complete non-issue, obviously. But the major threat here is the spider. So saving after I kill the bat would be very useful, especially because the bat's much easier to get locked in a corner as well. So if we can get this thing stuck, then we'll be all set. Even if we don't get it stuck, we actually might be able to brute force it. But I don't know that we can. I feel like we have not seen super strong. Oh, we got the swapper and the thing at the same time. We're dead. We had the spider too. I saw my HP start ticking down, and I'm like, oh, we in trouble. That bat is gonna swap us right into that hallway. You know, imagine the life we could have led if I had saved when I killed the bat. Just think about that life that we had available to us. Instead, we live in this timeline. I need to check a thing quick. Wiggled him. I did not forget to do the... Ah! You know what I did forget to do? Is turn back around. Okay, we got some spiders. We don't seem to have either of the bosses. Man, it's going to take some attempts. Because we have to successfully lodge both the bat and the spider. The bat, I was thinking we'd be able to do pretty consistently, but the bat didn't lock in there, which implies that it might not be as consistent as I'd like. I might have just gotten lucky on that first attempt, and the second attempt. I think I've done it twice, right? So we might be in for a bit of a curveball. There's the bat. There's also something else behind. I really hope that the thing behind isn't that leech. We have Vampiric Aura up. My hope is that we're in an appropriate position here. Nope. That's the fucking... Are you shitting me right now? Oh my god. Okay, we have to hope that the spider just doesn't come in. Damn it. Life is sad. Life is sad. I love how I killed all the others, and neither of the big ones that I care about were with them. Okay. If we can get these three to come to us, we know that they're bats. We don't know about that fourth one that's catching up. That fourth one that's catching up is presumably a spider, because the reason it's catching up is because the bats are dumb, right? So it's not following the same behavior as the bats. But it could also just be a bat that just happens to be moving more reliably. But yeah, my intention is to sometime in the near future add more functionality. I want to do, because one of the things that Twitch has the whole like channel points thing that people accumulate just by like watching, and so people have all of those, and the only thing they can really do with it is highlight messages, which isn't really, you know, the best to be able to do. So what I want to be able to do is have my reload counter up, and then be able to have people sort of like redeem the reloads into either squats or push-ups or plank time, right? Which are the three primary things that I'm doing as punishments. And we'll have like a limit on how high that can go per day, obviously, because my intention is not to die. And I'll have to figure out like what I want to set. It should be like a token amount, I think. It doesn't, like, we don't need to be able to actually like get through the backlog, right? But it should be a low enough price that if somebody comes in and watches for a couple hours, they can, you know, they can redeem it. I feel like that makes sense. And so basically we'll just have like, we'll just systematize it in a way that there's more like actual interaction. And I might add some extra like styles of punishment. So, because currently it's just like the exercise stuff, but we can add like, we can add some other stuff. Like there's the potential to just like, I don't know, like have me read a message out loud or something like that. The problem is that I'm completely shameless, so it's not like it like. The only things that I wouldn't want to read are like hate speech. So since I wouldn't want to read hate speech, and I'm not going to, like the redeem a message, I don't know that people would necessarily get that much value out of me saying, you know, "Ooh, I'm a stupid dummy pants" or whatever nonsense that they could get me to say. Because it's not hard to get me to say things. You know, like, okay. Go on a 5-minute rant about capitalism. Oh, okay. Don't have to tell me twice. Alright, we are boned, and we went the wrong direction again.
I need healing.
Okay, we need to figure out a solution to this
That'll
spider.
save us.
We need to figure out a solution. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this stuck in a corner. I don't know if it's going to work. We're not going to be able to corner the spider. If we can't corner the spider, then life is sad. Let's see. We got about 200 grand. We have the ability to get skills eventually. Okay, so we got the spider again. Luckily, we have saved after getting the bat dealt with. So, oh yeah. You know, I thought that was going to be 2 little spiders. I wasn't expecting the leech to be right there. Let's see. Is there? Ooh, wait. Okay, we're golden. I'm such a dope. I didn't notice the obvious. Okay, we're set. These aren't necessarily as thin as I'd like. These walls. Not a sentence people say often. You know, man, I really wish these walls were thinner. You know, I guess people might say that occasionally here. But probably not that often, even here. Because the primary problem is they're made out of concrete, more so than being... Come on. Come on, bro. So please don't kill me instantly. Okay. Didn't kill me instantly. Are we in range? We're not in range right now. Okay. Buddy, you're killing me. Both physically and emotionally. Oh. So, we have the ability to do this. Actually, we're golden here as long as it doesn't kill anybody. With the leech effect on its own. I think we'll be fine. I don't think the leech effect is going to turn me all the way down. We should be fine. We should be fine. Okay. Okay, almost knocked someone unconscious, but that's fine. We got 2 more rings. God, I'm tempted to just save again. But I don't think that we should yet. Because we're probably going to be able to push through a decent bit of easy stuff before we get back into stuff that is potentially lethal. We could end up with like every boss in the whole zone being in that room. That's a possibility, right? But it's not... likely. Okay, got some low tier spiders and 2 bats. Everything's golden.
Who's next?
Okay. Okay. So this room is broadly empty. I'm gonna wait for these to go. Should I? Yes, I should be. Okay. Ah. Okay, we've got a few of these. We've actually got more than we should have. We should be okay here.
Nice shot. Yeah, we got that one.
All set. Oh god. We should pull. Oh god, and they're so fast. Ooh, why did I do this to myself? I knew I needed a better location. This is fine. This is fine. We're not gonna have to re-kill the. We're not gonna have to re-kill the spider. We're not gonna have to re-kill the spider. definitely gonna be fine. Wait, why are you now behaving like this? I know the answer. The answer to why they're behaving like this now is because they're close enough to me to trigger the pursuit as opposed to approach behaviors. But that's the fact that I know why you're doing this doesn't mean that I shouldn't be asking you why you're doing this. Yeah, luckily, it was just a giant bat and a vampire bat. It wasn't both vampire bats. If it was both vampire bats, I might have been in serious trouble there. Because if a Spiritus had gone down, then we would probably have lost somebody. And we would have had to reload, and we would have been sad. It's fine. We have 2 more saves. And then we can keep on going on. Done? Did you get stuck on the chest? No, okay. It was so close to the chest that I was like, wow, did you randomly walk into the chest and just get stuck? Okay, next is over here. We have so this isn't a great location, by which I mean it's pretty bad. Are we going to? I think I want to have this pack if I can, and I think I can. I think I can get far enough away from it that the others won't be able to approach. How many top tiers are there in this? It looks like 0. Is it just the bottom tier stores?
Where'd you get that one?
Poison to That's not the right person to do that. These are so hard to see. They're so hard to see. So to see. Okay. Clear you. And we can move on with our life.
We got it.
Who wants some?
Okay. Hello, friends.
Nice shot.
You're fine. Nope. Fine. We're set. 30%. Okay. This is fine. These are the highest level creatures in the zone, but I didn't see any queens in the initial observations, so it should be manageable if they will split it. We should be able to do a garbage quality melee kite. This is not how it's done, folks. Don't just spam the A button or anything else. You need to actually time things appropriately. But sometimes in life, you fail at the melee kite even when you're doing just one enemy. It's important. It's important sometimes in life to just do badly. That's my motto. Let's see. We've got a nothing. Is there anybody in here? I don't think there's any enemies over here. Oh, I think I'm lost. Huh? You know, that's. You've got a good head on your shoulders, kid. I think you're a little lost. I have no idea how you were eaten by spiders. You know, this kid does have a good head on their shoulders. They have somehow managed to get lost in the only room in the entire place that has no spiders and no cobras and no bats that are trying to kill you. So, you know, this is the most brilliant. There's this interesting element with kids in video games where they do tend to somehow get places where the degree of power implied in just getting to the place that they're hidden. I feel like they're all secretly, like, deities or something. Turns out that's the origin of the anime trope of the 8-year-olds that are secretly, like, you know, 6,000 years old, is actually just from trying to explain how it is that, you know, in a random RPG, these kids manage to get so deep in these dungeons as, like, 5-year-olds, and they seem fine. It's like, how many times did I die on the way in here, and how many times did this kid die on the way in here? I feel like there's a slight disparity here that I find concerning as an adventurer, that my my ability to survive is so low compared to the average child. Because it's not exactly common that you run into a child in one of these dungeons and it's like, oh yeah, obviously the kid who's in the depths of this dungeon is dead because they're a child who wandered into a den full of monsters. Like, that never happens. And it happens occasionally. Some games do that. But it's very rare, right? But it's very common for them to be in the dungeon in the first place. So. The plot armor is very strong. Ooh. It's not really plot armor. It's narrative armor, right? Where it's like, it's not satisfying for people narratively for the child to be a dead body. Which is really unfortunate for my D&D players. It's real unfortunate for my D&D players. I just realized that the only time I've ever done a missing child narrative with my players, the kids were already dead before the players found out about it. You know, sometimes you do a thing and you're not really thinking about it, and you go, "Wait, that was actually way darker than I realized it was at the time." That was what I was like in my early 20s, I think. And it didn't occur to me that, you know, using children as fertilizer because a bunch of constructs had, you know, basically just not like gone amok, so to speak, but just like basically some constructs did not have any orders and didn't have anybody troubleshooting them for a few hundred years, and eventually got it into their idea that, you know, that humans were vermin. And so they used them as fertilizer for the mushroom garden. This is all very reasonable behavior, right? Like, okay, well, we have to keep the vermin out because the vermin are going to, like, you know, destroy the books and shit, right? Where are you? Oh, did you get stuck in the ceiling or something? Oh, that's going to cause a problem for me later on. Interesting. Well, how about that for a bug report? We actually have... Is it? No, that's just downstairs. That's just downstairs. Never mind, don't mind that. It's fine. Is it downstairs? I was in the red.
Who wants some?
Does the red dot track Z-axis? Or maybe the downstairs is way closer than I realized. Okay, we've got some friends there. Basically waiting to check you. That is a swapper. So that is a concern. Where the hell am I going to drag you to? Ooh. I could try. Nope, I can't anymore. How am I gonna handle you? Unfortunately, if I approach this thing, it's going to immediately... You know what? This is fine. I just need to do a perfect melee kite. Oh, right, I can't do a perfect melee kite because it can ranged attack me. Oh, Jesus. It has ranged attacks. What am I thinking? Okay, is this the right one? Oh, God. This is the right one. Oh, my God. Oof. That's rough. Okay, we're putting it on double speed. Wait, did we not save after we killed... Oh, we didn't save after we killed the Bleach, did we? Oh, mistakes were made, my friends. Mistakes were made. Also, don't... Oof. Okay, so who dis? Okay, we have the big one. I forgot about the ranged attacks completely. And I also, for some reason, had thought that I had saved recently. So, that's, 100% on me. But also, it's on the concept of spiders existing. Honestly, if spiders didn't exist, we would have had this problem. Oh, shit. That's unfortunate. Nope. Wow. What a troll. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh. I can't believe I'm still fighting this spider. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're gonna have to do a full set of... I hope we don't get into the planks. The planks are where things get bad. I don't like planks. Planks aren't fun. I'm happy to do, like, a set of... I should actually be doing more than one set, honestly. Like, doing 20 push-ups is not a lot of push-ups. I wanted to, like, take it slow, because I was... I just came off of a diet, and I'm really out of shape now, because it's like, okay, I just lost, 15 kgs. But... Was it 15? It was like 20. I lost like 20 kgs. I lost so much weight. So so I'm like, okay, I should probably not do too much. But you know what? I should be doing. I should probably be doing up to 60 of both squats and push-ups. So I could just not do planks. We could set ourselves up for success here. We could just be like, yeah, I don't need to do planks. I'm doing so many push-ups. Those are basically like planks, but you're moving, right? So they're just superior. We don't need to investigate these claims in any deep manner. These are just true facts about our world. This thing is really rough. The behavior of these critters because of the fact that they are so averse to... Oh man. We just got so lucky. We actually we got it locked in right here, so we don't have to deal with it again. That's excellent. God, we had cleared so much. We cleared like 3 rooms. Yo, we cleared like 3 rooms. It was just like looking at it, I'm like, we don't have that much progress. So I don't feel like I should save yet. And then I definitely should have saved. But also, if I save... I only have 2 saves left before I have to... You know, to get more save. We're gonna leave this on double speed. We know that there aren't any bosses immediately in front of us here. So we're gonna keep it on double speed. I do apologize for the fragmenting. I do blame Twitch, but it's possible that there's a way to fix that I haven't stumbled onto yet. We're going to run away. Imagine having to do this without double speed. Double. How are we doing? So the vampire bat is fairly far away still, and it's now approached directly into the same location as the others. So did I kill another... Did I kill another boss? I can't believe I didn't just walk away and save. That was... It locked itself behind a wall. I could have just gone and saved. And instead, I tried to melee kite it. Even ignoring the fact that it has a ranged attack, but I forgot that they have ranged attacks now. Even ignoring that thing that I should not have forgotten about. Ignoring that, why would I do this to myself? Why not just go save when you know that you have a boss that you need to do something about? You know, why do dumb when can do smart? This is the question. These are the deep questions. This is why people come to the streams, for the deep questions to be answered. Why do dumb when can smart? And that is lethal. It's not lethal. We don't have preservation when she's down. So what is your endurance? 127. Okay, we have a pretty good amount of endurance. And she's not likely to go down first, right? Like, Aspiritus is pretty fucking tanky, so unlikely to go down like that, but it can happen. And if it happens, it goes badly. Okay, let's do a better job, Okay? You're fine. We have 2 vampire bats. I think we're fine. I should be kiting. We need to melee kite. Take it seriously. Just. Whew. Okay. Next is speed break. Okay. The mid tiers and on have ranged attacks now. Oh, jeez. Pretty hard. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Just because I'm already so low, I think I'm just gonna get behind this corner. With the hope being that they leak in a little bit slower this way. But I don't think this is sufficient. I think I need to... Now we're fine. I'm overestimating how much damage they're gonna do to me. I think that I don't have a lot of water resist. Like, you have 39% water resist, which is so bad. So when they get into melee range and start using their physical attacks, they're actually less dangerous, I think. Don't quote me on that. But do quote me on that. Yes! Because we have DR of 33%, another 24%. So drop it by another it's a quarter of 66. Math. Some amount. Divide 66 by 4. No, it's too hard. It's what, like 10 and then 50%. So 50. So it's like, what, 17-ish? 17-ish. So I don't remember what math I was doing. So we've lost the plot. But we've lost the plot. I had to do arithmetic deliberately instead of just like knowing the answer immediately. And if I have to do the arithmetic, I forget what I was doing. I was looking for what that. So we were taking 66%, but then we're subtracting. Yeah, I think subtracting 17% from it or something. So it's like what? Yeah, like 50%. So 50% is better than 40% or whatever I was looking at. So yeah, it was 39%. So substantially more physical mitigation on average than cold resistance on that character. Did I do the math right? I don't actually know because I don't remember what I was working with. The problem is that I'll end up with the numbers and I don't know which numbers are which. This is why I need spreadsheets, okay? This is why I use the spreadsheets. You can't keep all the numbers in your head at once. Except when you can. And when you can, it's really cool. But sometimes, to do math, it helps to write them down. This is a hot tip from Arctole. I started it and I got far enough to unlock the I don't know how much I want to spoil about the mechanics of it, but I got far enough to unlock a certain mechanic. But I was playing it as like a thing that like me and my wife were doing together, and there isn't quite enough voice acting for that to work as well. And I made the mistake of putting it on the highest difficulty, which meant that like I basically started falling behind in the power curve, which meant that like I was going to need to spend, time and energy into leveling up, and my wife wasn't invested enough in the plot at that point yet for it to be worthwhile. So it's the kind of game that I'm probably going to end up playing by myself later. But I don't play that many RPGs, right? Like I don't play a lot of games off stream these days, right? Like I'll play like I play games with. Like, I'll do some, like, RPG stuff. We'll do, like, Persona with me and my wife. But, like... And, obviously, I play, like, multiplayer games where I'm playing, like, a cooperative game with people, right? But, like... But generally speaking, I don't play a lot of games by myself anymore. And... So, yeah, I just don't... I'm really looking forward to digging back into it, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. I was definitely enjoying the stuff that I had gotten to, and we'll see when I get back into it. On my own. It's also possible because my wife was enjoying the game. It's also possible that we'll get back into it at some point when we're like out of our current. The thing that we're doing right now is we're doing Metaphor, which I'm still really enjoying. I've been having a good time with it, but like the. Let's see. But I don't know when I'm gonna get. I don't know when we're gonna finish that, which would then allow us to look at what other things we're gonna start up together. So my guess is I'm gonna play it by myself at some point. and I'll probably get close to finishing it. I really like the games that have like the strongholds and stuff like that. I just like I like the non-combat stuff where like you're doing something that's sort of like related to advancing the cause that isn't just like fighting everyone. So like the Suikoden style, okay, you have 108 people that you need to recruit for your party, many of whom are non-combatants, is a very cool dynamic that I really think is very good. Did I get past 40% and not save? Because I feel like I cleared this room, right? I cleared this room. It was this room over here that the boss came out of, I think. So I'm confused about what's happening. Did I seriously get that far and didn't save? That's inexcusable. I'm so sorry. That's such a waste of everyone's time. That's such a waste of everyone's time. Like, there's just no excuse for that. It's not like I had like so many enemies stockpiled in the last couple of rooms that it wouldn't have mathematically made perfect sense to do it. It's just that I'm an idiot. That's the only thing. Is that I'm just a dope. Could you know? Oh! Nope! Is that the boss? It's not him. It's just a huge... It's not a boss. Alright. Could still kill us. I don't think the little ones are likely to do it, but the big one definitely could. Okay. So sweet. Yeah, the one thing that I always find kind of frustrating about the Suikoden style of games is just that there's pretty much just the Suikoden games, and they're all written from like sort of like the same perspective that's got this weird dynamic to it, and the way that they write smart characters I just really don't like. The magic tactician, the magic tactician is like a really frustrating and annoying trope for me. Where it's like the tactician doesn't like do smart things. What the tactician will do is have a bunch of information about the world state that you as the player don't have access to, and do a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. And it's like, oh, we have revealed that the tactician did all this cool stuff. And it's like, oh, well, it would have been nice to see them come up with that plan and execute on it. Rather than, oh, right, you're a swapper. I am going to die again. We did just save, right? I really hope we just saved. Okay. Yeah, and it can't even miss with its projectile, because the projectile is a thinger. No. It's magic. It's a magic projectile. I'm so happy that I saved. I did save, right? We saved, okay. Add to the reload counter. We're fine. Fine. But it's actually funny because I remember if anyone's seen the H Bomber Guy video on I think it was the H Bomber Guy video on Sherlock. The style of like, okay, we're gonna have the smart person do smart things off screen, by which we mean just like get access to information that you don't have access to and act on that information in a not like super interesting way that's just that they have the information at all. That really is the way that I think that the Suikoden series mostly handles tacticians. And it just doesn't make for like great narrative because it doesn't feel super clever when the tactician does the clever thing, right? And it's very unfortunate. What I think one of the problems is that like there's no faith in audiences to like connect the dots. So like having a character connect to like pieces of information together as like consistently in a way that like the audience will notice. There's not a lot of like respect for the audience's ability to notice the smart character actually doing smart things. So they have this weird like I would say like kabuki intelligence where it's like because like kabuki is like very exaggerated, right? Like it's this extremely exaggerated like performance of intelligence that has so little to do with the like just putting together of disparate information going, oh yeah, obviously these are connected in this interesting way, right? Which is the way that I would think that like what I would expect from like a clever tactician. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to do. But anyway, the Aedan Chronicles hasn't had that character show up yet. The guy who just like is loud and arrogant and does really easy things and then pretends that they're hard. That character hasn't really shown up yet. So we're in trouble here. Because if it keeps getting locked in consistently in this location, then... Okay, we dodged that. Oh, fuck! Okay, it missed. I need you to use a projectile. You didn't use one. Oh, you didn't! You did, and then you swapped me. Okay, we swapped twice. Okay, we're far enough away from it now that we can dodge its next projectile if we don't suck. So, it's a big if, I know. We know one place that we can definitely kill this thing. Do we take it to the place that we know we can kill it that's very, very far away? Or... do we go to the... I guess it's too late to ask this question. I've already moved it past the... So, I think I can use this room to good effect. Like, I'm not positive, but I think that room works. So, I guess I could just rotate this over. I'm gonna try to take this to that room. Because it's a swapper, which a swapper... Ooh, this is a bad idea. I'm not in a good position to dodge. Okay. We didn't dodge. It missed. It didn't miss the second time. I'm going to die. Okay. Nope, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Did it proc on me? I don't think it procced on me, but we'll check. I don't think so, because I think it'd be... Yeah, we're fine. So, I believe that this is a bad corner. Do I want to try a bad corner first? Or do I want to just take it to... no, because it's a swapper, I think I'm just going to go for the final corner immediately. That's how we're going to handle this, because it is a swapper. So, because of the fact that it's a swapper, if we get it into that room... there's the possibility that we can basically swap it into a corner in a way that's useful to us by positioning it ourselves. God, this is rough getting these into these corners. Let's see, because if I directly approach it, it's definitely going to come in and immediately attack me. I could potentially use I could use that corner if I can avoid an attack or two. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay, we're behind the corner. Okay, I was expecting that this was going to require a lot more finagling, but we got this into the corner, and this is the swap we're dealt with. Okay, we found, I think, 3 cloaks in here so far. We found a lot of rings and cloaks, so there's a decent chance that we're going to have some really shiny stuff when we finally check our inventory. Considering how much trouble I'm having in here, I honestly should just be looking at my gear. Because it doesn't really make sense to hold off on that. But it's fine. I think I'm going to go for this section first. Ooh, do I want to though, actually? So I'm a little concerned going this way first, because I'm going to aggro all the enemies down in this hole. And if I aggro all the enemies in the hole, I'll potentially make my life harder when I come around here. It's a normal, huge spider. That is so much damage. Holy shit. Okay, we're fine? Everything's fine. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We didn't aggro like a trillion of them. We just aggroed like 30. That's fine. Maybe. Turns out it's 50. I'm so bad at gauging numbers. Just like looking at a cluster of critters and it's like, how many is that? 5? Yeah, I think 5. I don't think that's 5. I don't think that's more than 5. Okay, 50. I don't think that's it either. I don't think that's it either. Luckily, this is a lot of weak enemies. Ooh, speaking of weak, we just got our whole party weakened. That's suboptimal. Luckily, nobody went insane and nobody died. But we do have 24 hours to finish in here. Before we start going decidedly. Oh, no. Not the right character. Nope. Right. Luckily, they are splitting off nicely here. However, another thing to bear in mind is that we're pulling cobras right now. These are the most powerful enemies in the zone. So, if we haven't seen a boss cobra yet. If we see a boss cobra, we might be in deep shit. Oop, nope. Okay, you are poisoned. It's not a super relevant poison for you. You have a lot of regen, you have a lot of lifesteal. I'm not going to cure the poison just because I'm just going to sit. We're going to see how much damage it does. This is information gathering on that character because we can. Okay. She is also not taking that much damage. The poison from these is not that bad. I wonder what percentage of her HP should be using. Like, the poison starts to get real bad. Oh wow, it already wore off. Okay, so if we're hit by... Was that a king cobra or was that just a normal cobra? If it was a king cobra, that would be a really solid piece of information. If it's not a king cobra, it's probably not that big a deal. But it doesn't matter either way, because that character is squishy enough that, like, it's not like I'm going to be able to realistically do whole fights poisoned. I'm going to have to cure the poison, because a single hit plus, like, a couple of poison ticks, she's going to be unconscious, and then she can't lifesteal. And without lifesteal, she has no healing. Right? Like, that's my primary healing mechanism. And she doesn't have the regen skill, so she's not regenerating as quickly as everybody else. Not everybody else. Okay. We're almost to 50%. At 50%... Oh no! Okay, do we use an apple for this? Since 3 o'clock hit, it consumed a food, which means that we don't have enough food to save. Oh no. So do we try to get the next 15 to 20% clear, which is not too many areas. It's just like, probably if we clear out the bulk of the enemies that are going to aggro in this room, that'll probably get the job done. And this isn't a bad place for this. The big concern is that I'm going to pull a Cobra boss. If I'm going to get a Cobra boss, it's going to be in this room. Right? Like, this is where it's going to go down. It's going to go down fast, and it's going to go down here. So, because this is just like, it's like 90% of the Cobras in the zone, right? But also it's like 20% of the enemies in the zone. So pretty high chance that we're going to run into a thing. I wish I had a better gauge of like how many enemies I've already cleared. I guess I could check to a degree by just keeping track of how many enemies it takes to get 1%. The 3 enemies give me 1%. No. It takes about 4? Interesting. So if it takes between 3 and 4 enemies to get 1%, that means we've already killed somewhere between like 150 to 250 enemies. So we should have multiple bosses left, I think. Because we've only fought like 3 or 4 bosses. I think there's like 1 boss per 40 enemies-ish. So, in theory, there should be a lot of bosses still on the table. I don't want to go closer to you because I don't want the others aggroing. That's a boss. Ooh, shit! Ooh, that's a big pack! Ooh, there's a big pack we just pulled. Ooh, boy. We're fine. Everything's good. There's no queen cobras in this. If there's no queen cobras in the initial bit, then we can clear these out. The second that we see something dangerous on the horizon, we are going to just book it. I think we're probably going to need to use food to save. But admittedly, we're at 53% already. So, if we keep getting weak cobras and don't run into a boss quickly, because I think I did see a boss in that pack. Like, I'm not 100% positive, but I think I did see a boss in that pack. So, I'm assuming... What are these? 26. Ring... We actually have so many rings right now. This is not a great place to stand. I shouldn't be standing and fighting. I don't like this at all. I think I can clear these here. Maybe not. I can clear one of them. Oh, okay. So those are going to be locked in for a bit. But as soon as I start doing anything, they're going to get unlocked, most likely. And one of them gets unlocked, they're probably all going to unlock on me. So I think I'm going to try to clear the bats first. These are unlikely to just randomly move. They're going to move once they are responding to something. They're not wiggling right now. So if they're not wiggling, they're fairly locked into their current position. That's a summoner bat, which could easily kill me. So we've unlocked this group. They are fully unlocked, and so is the summoner! I wasn't paying close enough attention. If she gets hit again, she's dead. Okay, we managed to dodge through there.
I need healing.
Ooh, boy, are we in trouble. Oh, boy. I don't know who's on me. That's the bat.
I need healing.
I'm dead. There's no shot, I don't think. The bat's going to be able to kill me on its own unless I can get enough distance, which we might get here. Okay. We're going to go quickly around this corner. If I tried to get back to a place that's a little bit more safe than this spot, I would have died. I don't think I had the ability to do that. Any straightaway, they're going to catch up, right? So, and it looks like we did lock in the vampire bat. So, there's a giant bat beating on me, but I don't think that the big one is. Giant bat's down. The summoner is not hitting me. We're actually okay. Shockingly, we managed to pull that out. I was certain we were going to die there. That was pure luck. That was such good luck on my part. Let's see. We've got a Queen Cobra. So we should be able to handle this. It's not a boss. We should be able to handle it, but that's a big hit. Spiritus was tanky enough to not really be worried about that for a while, but clearly things have progressed a bit. Okay. So, we're now looking to get another, what, like half a level-ish? So, I think the way we're going to handle this is it's my hope that we don't get... we might get enough experience here that we have to clear just from this. I don't know, but I feel like there's a decent chance that all of my quests are going to give overkill experience, which we don't want. I'm trying to take the thing seriously this time. I'm trying to take the aspect of... max bolster seriously. We know how to do it, so I want to do it correctly, and this should be the way. So, oh boy, that hit harder than I'd like. Negative 333. So fucking close. Okay. So, who's next? We're at 57%, and clear this out. Clear this out. It's a normal vampire bat. It's not a boss. It's concerning, but we got it. It's all good. So the only character that I need to worry about going down completely to normal enemies is a Spiritus, because the preservation goes down when they die, or sorry, when they go unconscious. So then they die. They can handle negative 100, which is pretty good.
We got that one.
Okay, we have a shit ton of cobras coming. So each of these cobras is a lower tier. We don't have any queens in here. It's poison. Okay, 59, and we're not guaranteed at 60. Sorry, at 65 rather. We're not guaranteed to get it immediately at 65, so be prepared for us to have to go all the way up to like maybe 70. I don't know why there's variance there that's as significant as it is. Because oh geez, there's another boss. Hmm. Oh, I forgot about that room. This is probably a bad idea. I hope it's not a swapper. If it's a swapper or a puller, I'm... Oh, God, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, wow. I just killed myself, probably. I fully just killed myself, I think. I need to cure that. I can't believe that I took that little damage. I don't know where the boss is. I hope it's not on my ass. I really hope that I have it in the other room. I think we take these to the same place that we just went, because that corner, I thought that was a bad corner that didn't work very well, but that corner worked really well just now. So we're basically going to use that corner for now, especially because of the fact that we can lure from that corner to the next corner. So my hope here... Ooh, who are you?
Never seen one before.
So that is Swift. Fuck me. So if that thing gets in a position where it's actually approaching me properly, it's going to dive bomb me very rapidly. Which is a concern. It's especially because if it's too close to me, I can't get it in a corner effectively. So pop in this corner. And the affix that it has isn't relevant for whether it's going to be able to kill me. It doesn't need to be venomous or anything like that. It doesn't need increased throughput to be able to kill me. It can just straight up kill me, right? Like it can just attack the same person twice and they die. So it's a concern. All right, I'm actually going to go all the way in here and see if getting all the way to the green makes it move away. It doesn't seem to... Shit. Okay, it's not responding to that. I need it to get disentangled. It's also possible that it got itself stuck on a pot. So if it got itself stuck on a pot permanently, then we can just kill it. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true, because it has ranged attacks. So even if it got itself fully stuck, which I don't think it did... Where the fuck are you? Why aren't you moving? Why are you even stuck? I'm so unhappy that this is a Swift... Oh! Why am I taking my hands off the keyboard? No. Bad. So... we might be okay here. It seems to have locked itself in a corner. Did it just try to use a range attack? What just tripped me? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We got 2 pairs of gauntlets. Gauntlets are great. No fucking way! Is this 2 fucking bosses that have pulled at the same time? Come the fuck on, no. No. Why do you have ranged attacks on a puller? No. Look, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to get locked in here first try, just like everything else. It's going to go fine. It's not going to pull us out to the entrance because when we try to grab it here, like the other one would have if it was a puller. I need you to come up. Come on. You look like you're coming in and then you don't. It's rude. Okay. Are you in range or not? Okay. This is actually a great corner. I don't know why I thought it was a bad corner. Okay. This corner is working great for us so far. Holy shit. Okay. So we got this one done. We got that. We're at 62%. We have a minimum of 3% left, which is probably like 10 or 15 enemies. I should not be diving forward this far. I don't know what's in this pack, and there could be more bosses. I don't know how many bosses this place has. I feel like we've probably cleared a sizable chunk of the bosses in the building, but just because we've cleared a sizable chunk of them doesn't mean that we've cleared enough of them that we're not at risk of running into a third in the same pack. Because there's not that many packs left. This was a really huge pack. Like, obviously the final chamber is going to have a lot of enemies in it. Okay, fine. Got a broadsword, and we're even using swords this run. How convenient is that? Okay, you, which we can probably just burn through, no problem. We do have Vampiric Aura, right? Yes, okay. So, 62%. I don't want to approach too close because it's just so fucking dangerous. It's funny, the disparity between like how effectively I can handle the bosses and how effectively I can handle everything else is a bit wild. Because I do feel like we're not at that much risk from everything else. Everything else is fairly manageable, and then the bosses are just fully unmanageable. Like, I'm not going to RNG my way into a brute force kill on a boss. Like, that's just not going to happen. I really do need to get them locked up. And I can't even kill them with, like, a melee kite. I mean, I can with the bats. The bats I can just melee kite to death. But the spiders I can't, because they have ranged attacks. So, we did manage to clear out the ones that we aggroed over there. Jumping did not reveal anything new there. Nothing new. We didn't pull that whole pack, did we? Oh, wow. We actually managed to pull this whole pack. There's going to be more from that pack that's left behind. Oh, Woo Carrot was poisoned. I didn't notice. Wow. I am self-destructing here. Okay. Okay, so I didn't see anything super dangerous in this pack. I'm a little bit comfy just trying to burn through, but I clearly shouldn't have been. We haven't gotten the message yet, but we basically any kill from this point we might get the message for. We're at 66%. It's a big spider. And I'm not sure. I think that it used to be that enemies gave you more like credit toward map completion based off of how much HP they had, and I don't know if that's still the case. But from a difficulty to like clearance perspective, it is substantially preferable for me to be killing weak enemies when we're trying to just get the percentage completion, because they have, you know, per hit point, they're way weaker as well, right? Like, jeez, is this going to be it? Or is it not going to be it? Oh no. The other concern, as I run into one of these braziers, the other concern, and this is a fairly sizable one, this is a weird glitchy map, and it's possible that I walk into one of these braziers and get stuck in the terrain and can't move. And if that happens, that's GG, because we don't have teleportation magic yet, so we can't teleport out of here if we run into that problem. So, in addition to the fact that if we get stuck on the brazier, there's a decent chance that we just die because whatever's currently aggro on us kills us because we can't move. We're at 68%. Presumably going to see more over here. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight like a whole pack. Shit, those braziers are way bigger on this. I don't know if you can get stuck on the braziers in the Might and Magic 8 variant, in the merge mod version of this, because they've replaced the braziers with a different brazier. But this was a really glitchy map originally. So monsters are weakened and can no longer resurrect. So we have reached 69%. We're going to get the hell out of here. We're just leaving. We're not going to try to do anything other than get out of here. We've got the message. We're all set. Do we want to clear out the rest of this pack? No, because there's a huge spider, and I don't feel like taking the risk that Sortira gets hit 3 times and dies. So let's not do that. Let's just leave. So we're going to leave the dungeon, and once we leave the dungeon, we can come back in, and they won't have all respawned. So, that will be good. I'm tempted to use some food to save. But that kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? The thing I'm most worried about is that I'm going to leave after getting that message, and it's just going to have bugged out and not done it. It's never happened before. I have no reason to be afraid of this happening, but that's a continuous fear that I have. So, once we get outside, we can head to the inn and pick up food. We can also train. So, we can do both of those things. We might not be able to train here. We might have to go to Iron Fist to train. And I'm happy with that. Am I happy with that? Am I willing to train in Iron Fist? The key is that I need to do something to get the rest effect to happen before 3 o'clock, or we just die. And training makes the most sense. And since we don't have we don't have the full clearance of a map on first entry or anything like that as a rule set, I feel.
How about some training? Okay.
All right, let's
Okay.
train up.
Okay.
I'm glad that we were able to just dodge the question completely, because we could just pop over here and train. So, let's see here. How much experience do we need to... We need barely any XP to level up, which is too bad, but that's fine. So, we actually have quite a lot of... I shouldn't have done that, actually. Do I want to reload the autosave? I'm going to save this under dungeon. We're gonna load the autosave, I think. Nah, it's fine. We'll just spend the extra time. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And we can turn in one of these quests. So I think we'll turn in. I don't know, this guy's quest.
Hello, come on in.
How much EXP did that give? It gave enough to get everybody to equal. So we need a little bit more to get Might and Magic 7 caught up. And do we want to set that? How much do we have right now? We have another 40% of a level to get that. We got 40% of a level from that tournament. So I think we just go back in and we're going to see how much we get from the last bit of this. I don't know how much we need, which is unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. We'll see how it goes. We might basically get most of this done, but not fully finish it. Like, maybe we should clear to the Queen. Actually, since we've left the dungeon, let's identify our gear first.
Sure.
So we can identify all the stuff that we just picked up. Some of this is okay. This is very good. And this is dodge skills. That might end up being useful.
We don't need it.
We don't need this.
Okay.
Junk.
So this is usable. And it does slightly increase my damage. This is 10 unarmed skill. Unfortunately, those won't be usable for a very long time.
It's useless.
Let's see. Because unarmed is just not going to come into play for such a while. This is sleeping unconscious immunity. I don't want to get rid of that in favor of something that doesn't give me that. This is a pretty solid belt. And I'm surprised that we didn't find better gear than that, honestly. We have a couple things that might hypothetically be useful. Nothing too exciting. Nothing super revolutionary. This is pretty cool. And she doesn't have a belt on, so I guess that is a big deal. So let's pop in here again. We now have the ability to save 3 more times, and we can clear out the rest of the dungeon. So we might not be able to clear out all of it, because if we clear out all of it, we might overkill the leveling too much. The one unfortunate thing about this dungeon is because it's such a huge dungeon, and it takes so long to run through, it's kind of a pain in the ass to go into and out of multiple times. So I think we're going to finish the path that we did just now, which I think we can probably just jump down there, but I guess we don't need to, because we can do this. I guess we could have gotten those on the way out, but because it would have been a little bit faster to just jump down here, and I think that we've aggroed everything that we're going to aggro from jumping down here, so it probably would have been... No, we didn't. So it's a good thing that we didn't just jump down here. Okay, we're going to do a melee kite. We've now got, like, a save that's recent, so I don't feel super bad about the idea of just, you know, potentially getting myself killed here. Like, obviously, now that I know that I'm going to die if I stay in, we need to get the fuck out of Dodge, but... Were you poisoned? Oh god, was he poisoned? Oh no. How many people are poisoned? Oh, shit. Okay, you need to cure poison on you. Yeah, that's, you know, that's what happens when you let things keep going indefinitely. Okay. Wait, who's poisoned? Oh, were there multiple poison effects on Choppers?
Never seen one before.
Oh my god, I think Chopley had more than one. Because I saw the Chopley's poison effect has expired, so I didn't bother casting it, but there were multiple of them. Ooh! The layered poison getting me good. What, wait, why am I trying to fight a huge spider with 3 people on it? This is a bad idea. This is not a good idea, but it's fine.
This might be a challenge.
Yeah, it might be. That's not good. Okay, we got that one toast. Yeah, we should be able to, at the very least... Oh, nope. Okay. If the Spiritist goes down, we're in very big trouble, because it's just going to instantly kill our poor Death Knight. Okay. Actually, will it? Yeah, it should. I don't know how that works, actually. Maybe not? Yeah, no, if they go down, it will, because then the preservation goes down, yes. Sorry, there's like a complicated way that the new thing works as an interaction with preservation, but this is a normal preservation effect, so yes, this will apply to standard behavior. So if the preservation goes down, he dies instantly. Which is not good, and we don't want that to happen. Don't want it. Oh, Jesus! You know, maybe don't pull every enemy in the world all at once. I don't know. ADHD, that's what does.
Who's next?
I zone out for a second. Zone out for 1 second, and all of a sudden this Cobra's all the way down. Okay, this is not a boss. I don't actually know what size the boss Queen Cobras are going to be, so I need to basically just keep checking, because they might be much bigger, and they might not really be that much bigger. Oh, that's a concern. Okay, we need to tag you first, and then you. And there's a very high chance that our healer goes down.
I need healing.
Okay, that's a concern. I think we melee kite. I don't think that we have a choice here. Oh, we died. We didn't die. How did we not die? Wow, we got so fucking lucky there that everybody just happened to be really high. Oh, baby. I was not expecting a Spiritus to die. It's so funny that a Spiritus is able to heal for more than my healer. You know? Who's the real healer here, right? Why? Okay, let me just check. Okay. You're set. Next. You? Done? Nope.
Got him. Got him.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to just stay here and try to just burn through this. We're not gonna retreat yet. So, how do I want to do this? And done. Okay, done. Nope. Okay. Next. We've got... I'm going to basically try to clear this whole section. Or just when I get access to a boss, I'll just run. And try to save then. Okay, I don't see any top tiers, but there's a very, very large pack here. So we're going to fail to dodge, because I'm cool like that. I was running at the wrong angle to get a successful dodge off. I just had to position myself appropriately. So we can. I also that was also the most half-assed dodge in human history. I will say. Like that projectile isn't super hard to dodge. I feel like even at the angle I was at, I could have done it. But it would have slowed me down as well. It would have slowed me down a lot more than it did to do it the way that I did it. There's actually fewer of these than I had anticipated. But I guess I wouldn't have been able to handle like 8 or 10. Oh, never mind. There's 3 of these standing on top of each other over here, so yeah, this is another 4, not another 2 or 3. Yeah, so this would have been what? A dozen enemies. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to handle that pattern all together. So if we go here, we have a chest. We're in the green. And we have a dagger. That's very good. We have our vampires not even using daggers right now. So we're going to pop down here. I don't remember where this teleporter takes me to, but I think that it might take me way further afield than I want to go. So I'm just going to walk back out. So looks to me I think we're going to do the top section now. It's tempting to leave the section that's over here until later. Like, this top section here is a very solid thing to leave behind, because I don't know if there's any chests in there. There might be. So it might make sense as the thing to like leave behind in favor of... Wait, where are the enemies that are... Okay. That's interesting. We're going to save this under dungeon. We now only have 2 thingers up. God, we've had 11 reloads today. Wild. It's 11:30 already. Holy shit, this temple is taking us a while. But this is good. We're making, I think, pretty solid progress. I think that this is going to go well overall. The element of clearance here. Okay, so we've got... Yeah, we're going to do this clearance first. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It'll allow us to consolidate all of the remaining enemies into the same location. I had forgotten that this rotates around that close. That explains why I was in the yellow for such a long time. I always forget how big this little curve is. Maybe because I think of it as a little curve. No, that probably doesn't help with my... That framing doesn't help with my ability to correctly interpret the size of the thing. Okay, we're at 80%. Clearing you. No. Nope. I think we're fine. Just 3. So the 3 of these should be no problem. I don't know how many I'd have to leave alive. But yeah, I do think that it's going to be less of a pain to do it this way. If I have to avoid killing a few enemies at this... I did not check if this was a boss, and I do not have a good enough judgment of the size of these. I don't know what happened to that thing, but it's all good, I guess. Alright, so, are you a boss? No. That one's unlocked. I'm not going to kite it. Should have kited it.
I need healing.
Should have kited it. Luckily, it is the person who regenerates. By the person, I mean it's one of the 3 people who regenerate. It's actually the person who regenerates the weakest, I think, of the 3. Yeah, that's all. We need to improve our durability and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting because we've been fighting so many of like the outdoor areas that we haven't really been subjecting ourselves to the actual like rigors and difficulty of trying to clear an actual dungeon. And there isn't a thing here, so there's no chest. That's good to know. It doesn't really impact our decision making that much, because I do think that it's worth it just from like a convenience perspective to be able to save closer to the thing. Closer to where we're actually going to be, because we can probably save right outside here. Yes. Okay, so this is just one section left. We have 1 save available to us, so I think we can clear the rest of the cobras. Can we actually just fight them up here? I'm trying to remember how effective this was. I feel like it was reasonably effective at like trimming the pack a bit. But I don't think it would really service us. If there was like a boss or something, it wouldn't be good enough. So, ooh, that was I should have allowed Who got poisoned? Were they not poisoned? Because of the fact that they have the potential to have extra effects, like disease, there's, sometimes I'm gonna... That's way more than I wanted. Okay. So let's see if we can pull these in a more manageable fashion. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. Nope. That's a nope. Okay.
I need healing.
Are you poisoned? Were you just hit really hard? You just got hit really hard. I didn't notice the hit coming out. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's concerning. You're gonna heal yourself, actually? Because if we get tagged while they're... You know what? I'm actually going to temporarily set this as ready spell on the normal slot so that I don't have to press F and then choose a target. So it speeds things up considerably. Weird, I might actually just leave them both on this. I can't, nah, not really. It doesn't make sense to do that.
Yes.
Whoops. Let's see. Okay. And that's the way to do it. Anytime I need to heal in between fights, I should do that. Because adding Remove Curse to the healing mix is going to make a huge improvement. Oh, no. Okay, next is... you. Do we want to... Ooh, we need to get out of here now. Witch! Who got poisoned? You got poisoned. Okay. You are done. You're not a boss, are you? I really hope you're not. Are you weak? Shit. Okay, there you are. Okay, it fell off. And having a party with as much regen as I have, it's very useful when they fall off. Like, disengaging for a bit and coming back is pretty powerful. Okay. Oh my god. That Cobra was messing me up so bad. They do not usually mess me up that bad. Okay. I mean, admittedly, I haven't really fought that many of the Queen Cobras. Do I not have a single boss, or is this the boss? How funny would it be if this last enemy in here is a Queen Cobra boss? It's not. But it would have been really funny if it was, right? Alright, grab the Cobra eggs. And have we cleared the entire pathway to the final room? No. So we have the potential to have a Cobra boss still. We haven't seen one yet. Which is good for us. No, I think I would have preferred to have at least seen one, because then we'd have some idea of how strong they are. You're poisoned, but once we get up to... It's going to take so long. Getting up to expert regen is going to take so long that I could say, like, oh, once we get to expert regen, we'll have, like, a really good regeneration situation. It's like, that's never going to happen. That's, like, a month away. And in a month, you'll be in a different country and not training this. I might, actually. I might try to do... Not like a regular schedule, because I'm going to be, you know, in a foreign country. But I might try to stream. Oh, we made a mistake. Only the one. We've only made one mistake this stream. This was it. This was the mistake. We are getting so lucky here so far, except for the fact we're gonna die anyway because I'm that much of a dope. If I get killed, because I'm so dumb that I pulled that many spiders without saving. I'm gonna be very upset. We're jumping. I'm not gonna try to do this. We're jumping. Okay. So, I didn't check if they were poisoned. Okay. So, we've jumped off a cliff. Most of them will not follow us down. Can we actually fight them from here? This is not that high. This is actually not that high. We can fight them from here. Oh, shit. Okay, that's interesting. So we found a new... We've never done this before. Oh. Who this? Somebody fell down? Oh, somebody poisoned. Where the fuck are you? Is it the ones upstairs? Are they somehow hitting me through the floor? Only I'm supposed to hit you through floors. What is this? This is more shit. This is unacceptable. How dare you use my own tools against... Ah! That's a huge spider. And I mean that in a technical sense, not just in a sense of it being big. This is a distinct classification. I've also never had jump in this dungeon, really. I guess I presumably had it last time I came in here. Not the last time I came in here, but the last time I completed a run. Is there a way for me to jump up there? I feel like there should be. The issue is that the places that I would go to do that... You know, I'm gonna kill myself by falling out of the world if I try to do this, so I'm gonna not. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna put it on double speed. Ooh, interesting. We have a couple of extra enemies here. It would have been real convenient to be able to jump up there. I probably should have saved, huh? Now that we survived for this long. Okay. Need to cure that. And you're poisoned again? How fucking dare. Okay, we're all set.
No.
All set. All set. Clear you out. We're in the green. Let's go loot the bodies and then we can save. We're at 97%. We have the boss itself to clear, which is going to be weak because the bosses are not special. Like the actual like named enemies in here are not special. But we might have other bosses as well. We might have like actual random bosses. We'll see what happens. This is approaching me, despite me being in the green. Who is it? It's just a giant spider. No problem. Perfect. Clear that out. We will clear this out. And yeah, we probably only have... I don't know, maybe... We have less than 20 left, I think. I would guess probably somewhere between 15 and 20. Is that the boss? Oh no, that's just a huge spider, so it's not the... It's not the... Ooh, shit! Are you dead? You're not dead. Okay, the huge spider's down, so we're less concerned. However, ooh god, if she gets poisoned when she comes up, she could very easily die. Because unlike the others who can rely on preservation to keep them up, she cannot. She doesn't have preservation because when she goes down, the preservation goes with her. We are going to set this to ready. Just hold S, get it done. And then we should be able to clear out the last couple of these. And, I'm not sure about this. This feels like a lot of EXP. Do we feel like we should... I saved when? I'm gonna do it. We're basically gonna reload if we get a huge amount of experience. But like if we overshoot this by a huge amount, we can reload. We should get to 100% before we finish every enemy in the dungeon. Would be my guess, because I think that. Oh my God! Wait, there's so many enemies left. Holy shit! We're gonna get to 100% way before we finish. I was not expecting there to be that many. I was expecting there to be a third that many enemies. If that, this is like so many enemies. Oh my God. Okay, we're fine. Is that the boss? That is a huge spider. That's a huge spider. We still haven't seen the actual like boss of the dungeon. Okay, map completed. That's 30k. That kicks us all the way to 13.28. That's way too much EXP. Alright, we're not clearing this. That's way too much. So we're going to finish clearing this after we have trained, I think. So let's go to... I'm going to go to this teleporter, actually. We're just going to run straight through, grab the That's a crazy idea, because it's not going to work. Alright, so I'm going to die on the process, so it's silly to do it that way, because I'll end up with people dying, and then we'll have to redo it anyway. So we're going to leave. We're going to get the 40% from turning in that quest and see if that's enough. If that's not enough to get it done, which it's going to be, right? It's going to be more than enough. But if it isn't enough, then there's the possibility... No, we're not clearing this dungeon. This dungeon we have to wait until... Is the level of the dungeon itself set on first entry, though? Maybe we do clear it. I don't think I do. No. We're gonna do it this way because I think this is the most sensible thing to do. We'll get... How much more do we even need? We probably don't need that much, right? I think we do, though. I think we do need a lot. I think we need to get... Because we haven't even gotten... Yeah, because... So... The 0.6 and 0.9. Yeah, we needed to get to about 0.9, I think. So 1.25 is too much. But my hope here is that we can clear... I guess we could turn in the kid quest instead of turning in the Bach cultist quest. Let's see how much EXP that gives. That gives to 0.82, which is not actually quite enough. So that wasn't 0.4 though. So I might have actually been able to do this with what is it? Wait, did I not save after leaving? Oh, sorry. Okay. So we're gonna go turn in the other one again. I'm surprised that the Bach cultist quest is worth more experience, considering it's closer to the entrance. But I'm not going to worry about it. Okay.
Hello, come on in.
So that gave me 0.85. Wait, what? So where are we right now? Oh, okay, so we just gained an enormous amount from that, is the thing. So the actual completion gave us so much EXP that it like really overshot us. Did it overshoot us by so much that I want to go fight in a completely different area to clear random? I don't think it overshot us by that much. It's about a third of a level. It's a pretty significant overshoot. But it's going to be a similar amount of overshoot if I turn in both of these quests. And other than that, all I have available to me is clearing the thingers. Let's. I'm gonna try this again. We're gonna try to kill a few of these. We're gonna see how high I can get this with just kills. If I can, especially because if I kill the huge spiders, they give way more experience relative to the thinger. But yeah, I don't think I'm getting that. The actual individual enemies just aren't giving me very much experience. So, how do I want to handle you? We have those over here. The ones that we just pulled. A huge pack of very little critters. I don't have a great answer for this. The best answer might have actually been...
I need healing.
Ooh. Okay, we're at 100%, but we haven't triggered the thing yet. We got like 0.01% from that. So... God, the completion bonus was just so much XP. So, I should get it somewhere around here. So we got 0.02 from that. We're going to get it from these, almost certainly. There we go. So that gives us 30 grand, and that takes us so far ahead of where we want to be. But it's honestly not that crazy. It's not that far ahead. So I think we're just going to leave now. We're not going to finish clearing the pack that we've got on us because we want to... We don't want to get more experience here. So I think that's okay. It's acceptable. We're going to lose about like 30. We're basically getting inefficiency on the scale of like 30%. Is that? Am I willing to tolerate that much variance for this? Not variance, but that much of an inefficiency. No. I'm not willing to do it. I'm not willing to do it. We're gonna load the autosave, and we're gonna head to Bootleg Bay. So I'm just not willing to do it because I feel like we have the ability to get this really, really tight bolster efficiency, and I want to lean into it. And so we're gonna clear out one of these quests that we have, and then get the rest of the experience from clearing out enemies. Because in a different location.
Hello, come on in.
So that gives us 2.85. And yeah, we just need a little bit more, right? We should need about 0.05-ish, which is a pretty small amount. We could potentially even get it in the arena. We could go to the arena, maybe. Try it.
Need a ride?
I don't think it'll go, but we can try it. Alright, we're gonna try our hand over here. Everybody looks so sad. It's gonna be very nice that we're going to Arathia next. So in Arathia, we want to get, or in what is the place called? Antagaric. When we're in Antagaric, we want to get the the thing done. We want to get the disease cured, but we also want to be hitting up a really big dungeon, preferably. We want to get something nice and juicy, right? Like we want a nice big juicy dungeon. So what is the dungeon? Castle Arathia. Let's go. We don't want to go to Castle Arathia. Let's see here. Not just because of the obvious reasons, but also because of unobvious reasons. Basically, if we go to Castle Arathia, that will be... I think that's more than 2 levels of experience. I think that's, by a lot, going to be more than 2 levels of experience. Those champions of the sword are going to be so much higher level than me. So... that feels like a slightly inefficient way to maximize my bolster, you know? I'm gonna get like 4 levels out of 1 dungeon. Let's see here. Are you weak? Oh, I guess I can't deal with that anyway. You poisoned too? You sure look like you're poisoned. Yep, you're definitely poisoned. Okay. How are we doing? We got a little bit of experience there. And I wonder, do you think if I did my edits to the creature files, it would get overridden immediately? Probably not, right? I could probably mod this. I think I might do that today. Because having to clear out Bootleg Bay again like this is very cringe. I think I'm gonna try that. It might not matter, because I think that the Moss stuff might just override it anyway. I should probably ask Malekith. That's probably the thing that I should do, is just ask Malekith, because Malekith would know whether it's going to interfere with the mod, for me to mod the creature files in that way. Let's see here. Okay, that's all we needed. We needed like 2 extra enemies. Okay. You know, funnily enough, we might have been able to do that just by getting ourselves to 100% and then turning in. We got like 0.02 from doing that. Oh shit. Jump! We need to go quickly! Run away! We're not going to need to turn in the thing immediately, the wizard quest, so I'm not going to worry about doing the wizard quest right now. I'm pretty sure we already picked it up, right? What's the time? Yeah, Fountain of Magic. So, we already have the Fountain of Magic quest. So, we should be able to just pop in there. Now weak. No problems there. Excuse me. Is it Sunday? It's Monday. 1 day off. It's too bad. So we can go to Light Magic 7. It would be preferable to do a big dungeon because we have the 2 levels to play with and not just the 1. But God, I'm so happy I reloaded for that and got this done more efficiently. Like getting this to the 0.86 instead of the... Wait, did we only need 0.1 more? Were we at 0.85? I think we were at 0.85, weren't we? If I had just killed a couple more enemies in there and then left, I would have gotten all that I needed. I didn't need to go to Bootleg Bay. We didn't need to go there. We could have just done it there. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Again, we don't have any travel restrictions on this run. That's not the kind of run we're doing right now. Why am I not on double speed? So we should be able to get ourselves to Harmondale. And we have Harmondale Castle to do. Do we want to try to do Harmondale Castle now? When do we want to do it?
How about some trading?
We can level up more here. And I think we're going
How about
to
some
do
trading?
that. It's so crazy. I don't understand how they got someone who looks exactly like H-Bomber Guy. I cannot unsee it.
Okay.
It's like, this is H-Bomber
Okay.
Guy with a beard.
Okay.
But this picture is from a period where he was probably 5? I don't know how old he was. He's not that young, probably. He's probably my age, so he was probably a teenager. He definitely didn't look like that. I just can't unsee how much this guy looks like H-Bomber Guy, and I'm sorry. It's just it's just a thing that is going to keep coming up just because I'm so confused by it. Let's see here. Harris Bomber Guy. Wait, now I'm sad. Wait, I don't actually know what his actual name is. It's not Harris. Shit. His name is something. I think it starts with an H. I don't think it's Harry. I think it's something else. But what else starts with an H? It's not Hagrid. That's definitely not it. Oh, man. Because in some video he talks about it. He mentions that his name... He calls himself Harris Bomber Guy all the time, but that's not his actual name. His actual name is something else, and I do not remember. I do not remember. His name might literally just be Harry, which is short for Harris, but isn't always. You can just name your kid Harry. But I don't think it's that. I think it's a different name. It's fine. This is a crazy good ring that I should probably have equipped when I identified it. Whoops. Okay, do we have fire in mind? Yes, we do. So, who doesn't have fire in mind? Okay, well, we don't have anybody who doesn't have fire in mind. So, how about we just give you this? And then we can look and see if you have a really good fire thing. You do have a pretty good fire thing. This is actually better. So what's your mind thing? Mind is... That's a ton of body. Holy shit. Mind plus 5. Okay, so the mind is basically not there. So we should probably swap these gloves onto somebody else, though. So who else... We're going to slap this on you, I think. Let's do that. And you can equip these, and that'll be good. That will be useful. You can get the regen item on you, I guess. And this is a potentially big upgrade, actually. Might and endurance plus 15. What is that? So it's plus 15 endurance versus plus some amount of mind resistance. I think maybe I want to put the mind resistance on. Wait, do you not have a belt? Why don't I have belts on people? What is... Oh, right, because I'm at the very beginning of the game, and I tend to forget that I'm so early in the game that I just don't have all my inventory slots filled. It's very funny. But also, do you need mind? You don't. You're immune to it. We're swapping this to... you. This to... Okay, because the mind... That just allows us to actually make use of the mind that's on it. Alright, you have a fairly garbage axe. Is this a worse or better garbage axe? This is a slightly better garbage axe, so let's give you that. And we're done. We could eventually do our thinger. And do we feel like we can complete a dungeon in I started late today. I have to go clear a dungeon in Tagger. We started like half an hour late. So we're gonna do this. We're going to Antagaric. Do we want to do a dungeon in Arathia, or do we want to do a dungeon in... Do we want to do Goblin Watch? It's not Goblin Watch. It's Goblin Vale. This is the wrong place. I was already in the right... I was already in Antagaric. Don't you judge me. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not right. It's not right to judge me. I'm just a little guy. Okay, so we're going to pop in here. I think we should be able to clear this without too much difficulty. Hey, goblins. And we have a ton, but is this the best thing that we can do for right now? Sewers are a reasonably large dungeon, but I think that this is more... I think this is a larger dungeon than the sewers.
Let's go in.
So I do think that this is the place to be. I think this is the biggest dungeon that I have access to immediately here. So we should clear this out. We also are already pre-diseased, so we can... Oh, I guess I can't look for the piles and just take the disease, because you don't get anything if you get the disease. Okay. So these rats ain't got nothing. Except for the fact that there's 6 trillion of them. And we can clear out our castle. Okay. Well, you know, that's information. They're not hitting hard enough to give people. I think we're probably in a similar position here to where we were in the previous dungeon. Which makes sense. They're pretty similar dungeons in terms of level. They've even got similar enemy types. There aren't any rats in the other one, but, you know, what are bats if not flying rats? Actually, is that a bit of an insult to rats? Because, like, rats are pretty smart rodents. I don't know if bats are. Like, are bats smart? I actually don't know. They really aren't very similar, actually. There's not, like, a lot of similarities between the two. Except that I think they're both rodents, right? Is a bat a rodent? Are they considered a rodent? Are bats? Is rodent even, like, a real word? Let's see. They are not. They're in Chiroptera. What is Chiroptera? Is Chiroptera just bats? Are you kidding me? Holy shit. Okay, so bats are apparently 20% of mammal species? Is just bats? How are there that many bats? This is mind-blowing information. I had no idea. That's wild. Okay. That's also, we don't need to add reloads for the thing. It just occurred to me, but when I'm doing like decision making on which file I want to use and how I want to pathing, that kind of reload we don't need a punishment for. I've opened up the completely wrong program. Okay, there we go. Get chat back. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're fine. We're all good. We're fine. We're not fine. We need to get the fuck out of here. We might actually we might wipe here because this is not a safe corner. So, yep, we're gonna wipe. We're fully gonna wipe, I think. This pack is gonna wipe us. Okay, there we go. Give me a second. I got too distracted by learning about how cool bats are. That's so crazy.
Looks like this one's all right.
Now, like, okay, so like, admittedly, right? Like, let's be honest with ourselves, right? Like, there is admittedly the bias in terms of like how do you define where a species begins and ends. There's a little bit of bias there, right? Like, it's not actually based off of whether they can interbreed, and so there's not really a strong, like, robust definition for what a species is. That's just not a really well-defined term in terms of what is the term for that? What is the term for categorization? I was trying to come up with that same term recently as well. I think we're gonna jump in the river. We're gonna jump. Nope. Oh, I didn't get high enough, and then she went down. So sad. We're actually gonna try this because I never have jumped for this. We're gonna check if I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I was almost there. Okay, we're just jumping straight in here. We're gonna do it. Now, we are elevated here in such a way that we're gonna get tagged by all of the ranged attacks, and we're not gonna lock them into melee range or anything. So, but, actually, I don't think they can hit us with melee from there. They can only hit us with the ranged attacks. So this might work if we can get them... If we can get... You know, that kid's having a good time. Or not having a good time, as the case may be. Do you feel the need to clarify? Not my child, and not in my household. I do not have the ability to do everything to service their needs. I do not know of that. This is concerning. This is very concerning. But hey, you know, it might be fine. We might be okay here. The issue is that every time we clear something out, they're gonna start, like, wandering around again, and every time they start wandering around, they're gonna start hitting us again, right? But if we don't hit them, then we're not, like, life-stealing at all. So... I think that we're... This is actually gonna work remarkably well. This fountain is clutch. Because it reduces the amount of damage that's incoming by a sufficient margin to be able to handle something like this. If there was a boss in this initial pack, like if we had the summoner, it probably wouldn't have gotten the job done. And technically, it still might not get the job done, because we don't know what's going to happen when we start having to deal with the enemies that are behind us. We could easily botch this. There's enough enemies in play still that if they start, like, regularly hitting us, they're going to kill us very, very fast. And we don't have enough regeneration in our party yet to really, like, recover very effectively from like, incidental damage. We almost died at the beginning of this. Like, and by that I don't mean, like, had someone burst down, because that could have easily happened to a Spiritus. But what I mean by that is that we were low enough in resources that it would have been reasonable for us to actually just fully go down if the amount of damage we were taking sustained at the pace it was for maybe 15, 20 more seconds. We would have gone down in terms of just everybody's unconscious, right? So This is interesting. Like if you get a jump scroll, you could do a lot of work with this place. Like a jump scroll and like Ring of Fire or Immolation could be very fun. And we are in the green, but I have terrible, terrible news. I forgot to buy food, so I can't actually save. So we're not going to be able to save in here until we finish clearing a couple more rooms. Maybe a little bit more than a couple more rooms. Right, those are upstairs. Okay. Moving right along. Let's pop over here. We've aggroed somebody all the way over there. And a shit ton of rats here. I'm going to try to use this corner, I guess. And if this corner fails to be useful, and it seems like it's going to be useful no matter what, because a lot of the enemies are not attacking me. I just need to limit the number that are hitting me. I don't need to completely like shut them down. If we can... Nope. It's more than I'd like to turn around and find out. We don't have vision on all of them, so we don't know if... And we do know that this isn't a perfect corner. I couldn't see that enemy visually, but it could hit me from behind the corner. And if we're in that kind of an environment, generally speaking, there isn't like a safe spot that I can like lean out with. I guess maybe that's not entirely true. Like probably there's a decent amount of the time where it's just that I can't like, because I can't see it and get a visual on it, I'm not correctly identifying where I can hit it. If we get into a situation with a swapper in this corridor, it's going to be real fun. So, the words of Dora, or the other one, whichever one it was, because there's two of them, I think. But in the words of the little girl who had Swapper, who I think is a monkey, swapper, no swapping. Wait, they weren't called Swapper, they were called Swiper. But that's beside the point. I don't know. I never saw this show. I'm too old for that. It wasn't out when I was a kid. It didn't exist yet. So let's do it. Did you come in just in time for me to start talking about Swiper, no swiping? I think that might be the only line that I know from whichever show that is. For whatever reason, as soon as I see the swappers, I just have to tell them, swapper, no swapping. It's just... It's just in my head. You've been activated by the activation code. Use activation code swapper, no swapping. You too can get, I don't know, rats or something. You too can punch rats in a basement. We're not in a basement. This isn't the basement. I'm sorry. That's misinformation. This is the ground level, not a basement.
I'm hurt badly.
I don't think there's actually any rats in the basement, are there?
I need healing. Who wants some?
It turns out Harmondale's in Florida, and the rats know that, so they're like, nope, we're not going in a basement. We know better. We know better. Because as we've established, they're quite intelligent.
I need...
Yeah, I was watching the Behind the Bastards episode about, like... that was basically just like Robert and a guest talking about like the crazy shit that they got up to in their lives. And it's like, oh yeah, you know, all these, we lived in rural areas, and it's like this Tiger King stuff. All the people, we live in cities now, and all the people around us are like, this is crazy. There's no way people are like this. And it's like, oh no, I know all these people personally. This is like a whole archetype of person. I've seen them 100 times. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, yeah, every really rural area in the Deep South has this guy. Because it wasn't just in the... That's the thing that was wild. It's because these are people who've gone all over the world and like, oh yeah, in this country we saw this guy. In this scenario, this guy was over here at this place. And it's like, okay. All that stuff. There, no basement here yet. It's kind of interesting how messed up this castle got. Is there like deeper lore in this on like how this castle got messed up? Like what lore was it in like the Heroes of Might and Magic series? Like one of the campaign maps is like, oh yeah, you know, here we're just in Harmondale that just got completely obliterated by the necromancers. Whoops. Or the demons, or the, you know, who else exists? I'm sure there's more factions than that. Actually, demons aren't. I don't think demons are a faction in Heroes of Might and Magic. They're just they're like they're a top tier unit you can summon. Is it ever made clear what angels are? Do we know what angels are? Because like celestial stuff, like extra planar stuff, isn't really canonically a thing in this universe, and I just don't know. Because they have angels in the universe, but like, what are they? Are they like a type of elemental? If they're a type of elemental, is there a dark elemental?
Who wants some?
Maybe angels are like the opposite of undead as opposed to being the opposite of demons? Because what would be the opposite of undead? Does there have to be an opposite of undead? I guess the opposite of undead is living. or dead. Now think about it. Like, one could argue. I guess it depends. I just don't know metaphysically how that's... You know, I need to play the entire Might and Magic series. We need to do it. They remade one, so it probably has music that I can tolerate. And did we get the message? I think we got the message, right? So we could probably leave. I think I'm gonna get myself to 70% just in case. But we'll see. I feel like phone options are predominantly there. Like, I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about, like, options on a car? I feel like, to a degree, it's just there to, like, sell you features that would have been built into them 10 years ago. If it's anything like cars, that's the basic dynamic. Is, how can we sell you a thing that should obviously be a core component of the device? I'm gonna start selling people cars without chassis. Would you like a steering wheel? That costs you $50 extra. we don't build it into the cost of the car because we want to sell it piecemeal so that you have the option to choose between 3 garbage steering wheels that don't work very well because they were added after the car was built. That sounds about like what I'd expect. Yeah, there's a button on my phone that I had to actively like disable the button, which I didn't have the ability to do originally. It wasn't available as an option for a long time, but I eventually found a way to disable it so that it doesn't automatically like just load up a proprietary service that literally no one on Earth has ever heard of or used from this company. And they have like an entire button dedicated to it, and you'd need to like jailbreak your phone to disable it for like I think years. It's pretty wild stuff. Oh Jesus, we got a boss. That's a swapper? We got a swapper and a venomous fire rat, so I'm probably gonna die here. And I didn't save because I'm a dope. Okay, that wasn't the swapper. So, we're going to leave because I'm pretty sure we got the message. I think we did. So if we didn't get the message, then I am going to be very sad. But because we're going to have to re-clear literally all of that. But I think that we should be fine. Whew. We're good. Alright. Yeah, for a while there I was contemplating just removing the button physically from the device. Because the only usage that the button has is to be a nuisance. Like, it just activates this one program. I believe in you. In your strength. If you give it your all, you will be able to overcome this greatest challenge. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, there you are! Oh, jeez! Alright, we're not gonna leave. We're gonna stay here. Okay, we got the swapper here. So if the swapper gets a single good hit on us, it'll swap us out. That is a long message. Give me a second and I'll look. Unfortunately, I have to pay attention for this, because if I don't... There is the venomous thing there, too. On the plus side, the Goblin Lord is the target that's most in front, so we're actually, like, taking out the most dangerous one first. The venomous rat is more dangerous in terms of its ability to actually kill us. But the swapper will kill us by driving us into the pack. And that's, like, unwinnable. Whereas if, like, the rat hits us once, it's probably not going to kill us. Okay. That's the first one down, and that's the most important one down as well. We've done some chip damage to the venomous rat. Let's see. You know, for a second I thought this was a story that you were telling for... This has to be a quote of something, right? I'm like, wait, did you work at New World Computing? I'm so confused. I feel like this would have come up. Give me a save, we're gonna save. Okay. I guess we should probably also pick up there. I saved under test, I'm an idiot. I've been wondering if Paul Radner the manage 6% information. Total of the changes factions. Essentially the lore master. On top of the angels and archangels, he proposed they be sophisticated robots created by the ancients to hunt down and eradicate Kregan. Okay, so they're robots. Interesting.
Right away.
Okay, that's very interesting. Because I was wondering about that. I was like, what would they even represent? Like, what would be an angel in this setting? It's interesting. And now we know. And we're saving under test again because we already saved here. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. Looting these. It is kind of funny, though, how everything ties back to the Krigan somehow. Like, the Krigan War is kind of like the big war that just defines everything in this setting. To a remarkable extent. Because obviously, like, pretty much all of the games tie into the Krigan War. I think it's all of them, right? Until you get to 9? I don't think 9 ties into the Krigan at all. But is 9 even in this universe? I don't even know if it's in the same universe. But it is interesting how, like, even 8, which canonically takes place after the Krigan have been fully exterminated on this planet at the very least, the plot is still fundamentally the plot. It's still fundamentally the same, like, Krigan plot. Which is also interesting because I am realizing, and I think I've mentioned this before, but like it's also kind of funny because that there was like an entire like WoW boss who was also was just the same guy as the villain from White Magic 8, right? Like, oh yes, I'm a construct that's here to destroy your planet because your planet got visited by the great evil, and then you eradicated it, and I don't really want to destroy your planet because, like, clearly you've got the problem under control or whatever, so I don't really want to destroy your planet, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Unless you stop me. So maybe you should stop me. And it's just funny that we've got 2 of them and not that far apart from each other, right? Was that in Pandaria? What expansion was it? It must have been Pandaria, right? It could have been Wrath of the Lich King, but I don't think it was. I think it was Pandaria. Okay, cleared that out. That out. A couple more here. We've had a lot. Oops. Accidentally strafed instead of turning and almost. I should have aggroed the rest of the packs off of that misclick, but we did. So because I was strafing out further than I needed to strafe. There we go. So we now aggroed those. That was deliberate. I probably went out a little further than I should have. I could have gotten fewer of them. But it was still deliberate. Okay. So we're doing... I deliberately did this. Overconfident and an overextension. Oh, there is a vampire bat. No, vampire bat is second tier now. Yeah, so for this expansion, for this game, vampire bats were the second tier. So that's done. How are we doing on EXP? We have better experience than I would have expected, honestly. We're catching up. So between this and turning in the quest, we might actually get close to the point that we need to get to. So that's pretty useful. Let's do it. Okay. Nope.
You got that one.
The vampire bat. You. You. Okay. You know, I should actually just link to. I should link to this mod in the description. I'm now realizing that, you know, not everyone's gonna want to ask. So some people might come in and go, "Why is it saying Might and Magic 8?" This is clearly some sort of mod. I don't know what's happening, but they're not gonna be a chatter. They're gonna be a lurker. And if that happens with a lurker, then they're never gonna find out. So I should fix that. I'll write that stuff up. Okay. What did we get there? Quite a bit. Okay. So everybody's caught up. And by everybody caught up, I mean all the expansions. And by the expansions, I mean the continents/games. Noises from the throne. Oh, right! They added stuff. Okay, that's fine. We got a 2 today, right? Pretty sure we got a 2 today. Yeah, we got a 2 today. We definitely got a 2. Level 2 at the beginning. We have noises from the room, which is fine. Okay, these are ready. Alright, we will, I guess, open this just for funsies. Do we want to grab the food? Let's grab the food. There we go. Did we loot you? Yes. Okay, save the game. Save you under dungeon. And now we're going to pop over here. Do we jump in the fountain? It's tempting to jump in the fountain, but I'm not going to jump in the fountain. I just think it would be fun. Let's see. I'm actually curious to see. I have a suspicion that a lot of these events that they've built up here are eventually going to have like unique bosses attached to them. And I'm curious to see what what happens when they do that. I assume that some of the stuff from like the Might and Magic 6 version are going to end up showing up at some point. Like just all of a sudden in one of these patches, the like super bosses that were in the 6 version are going to show up. Just like, oh, by the way, say hello to all of those fun friends that you know and love from Ma version 1. Let's see. So did we loot the other chests over here? I don't remember. We're gonna find out. Probably not, considering we didn't loot the money. So we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna do some inventory management. And we're going to have to tomorrow figure out where we're going next. Because we've cleared out this dungeon, but we're still going to stay in 7, I think. We're just going to stay in 7 until we get it caught up. Oh, sorry, until we get the next one to get a +1. So we'll need to figure out what we're going to do for that. And we'll just have to see. But that... some pretty good progress. We've made pretty solid progress through these early dungeons. Oh, right, we can probably just turn in, right? So we might be able to just get the quests. Oh, we have 2 quests to turn in, actually. Let's do this by quest turn in. I think that we have the ability to turn in the Archimage quest. We also haven't done the Archimage in this tavern. So we get the Archimage quest done. And if we do that... and the other thing, that might be sufficient. So let's see if that gets us done. If that gets us done, then we can move on to the other things. Where are you? There it is. All right. Poor Elron. Poor Elron, indeed. Okay. Let's turn in this other quest, see how much experience that's worth. And hopefully between the two of them, it's enough. That's definitely overkill by a sufficient enough amount that we're not going to do it that way. We're going to check if we can turn in just the other... This quest here was worth less than the other one, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I think this one might have been worth more. So if this is worth more, that's perfect. I think this is this is I think almost exactly the correct amount. So that should be that should be it. We're just doing it this way. There might be a little bit of overage, but if there is, I think it's like a hundredth of percentile. It's going to be measured in hundredths. It's not going to be measured in there. Not hundredths of percentiles. I don't think that would. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Because a percentile is. No, just grammatically, that doesn't make sense. Regardless.
Yes.
We've got. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So that is a really good item. This is potentially very valuable for us.
Excellent.
We have this.
Junk.
And we have the ability to upgrade this to get some cold damage, but we're probably not going to want to.
Let's leave it behind.
And might and endurance and intellect. I'm just going to slap this on for now.
This item's weak.
Okay, speed, accuracy,
This
intellect.
item's weak.
Prevents drowning. I do like also that it doesn't say prevents drowning, it says prevents damage from drowning. You're still gonna drown, it's just that you're not gonna take damage when you do.
This item's weak.
I like that. Ooh, we could actually convert this into an Inferno's dagger if we wanted. We don't really have that many of the crafting resource for that. Under normal circumstances, I would think Yarhu, let's go for it. But I think we might only have one of the eye. Right? No, we have at least two. It's tempting to do that because our daggers are real bad. Like, we have them using hammers. Like, this isn't even of Infernos or anything, like, super impressive. This is just, like, a pretty good mace. So, having that in play would be helpful. But that being said, it is, like, required level 18. And we're, like, level 40. So, it's probably not worth it, you know? So, let's see here. I think... Ooh, I like you. I like you a lot. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and equip you. Anything else that we have acquired that needs identification? Identification. Words. Identification. Nailed it. Okay, I think we're fine. Oh no, London Bridge, it's falling down again. Why is it the children's songs are all incredibly disturbing? So here's a question. Is that an American song or is that a British song? Is that... I have to find out. I need to find out if that's the Brits or if that's the Americans. London Bridge is... It's an English nursery rhyme. And I assume they mean English as in the English, not English as in, like, the language. It's from the 17th century. God. Truly wild. At least that doesn't appear to be based off of like a specific horrific event or anything. That just is because London Bridge was a piece of shit for several hundred years. And so it was broken and dilapidated and constantly being refurbished. You know, the typical stuff. The standard... Ah, shit, I sold the dagger that I was thinking about upgrading. It's fine. You know, so, look, at least it's just about the general concept of shitty infrastructure as opposed to like, oh yeah, remember that time that 6,000 people died when the bridge fell on their heads or whatever? You know, it's an upgrade over, like, the nursery rhymes about, like, the bubonic plague and shit like that. You know, you gotta take the W's where you get them, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and just sell a bunch of stuff that may or may not actually be upgrades for people. We're not gonna worry about it a ton. This we're gonna hold on to because we will need an alchemy item, and plus 11. No, we won't need an alchemy item actually. Never mind, we don't need it because we can get the guaranteed plus 15, and we don't really need alchemy skill for a long time. Like, I'm gonna need GM to be able to make any usage of alchemy for my purposes, obviously. And so until that point, it won't matter. So because we've got the massively wait, it's not. It's alchemy. Never mind. It's alchemy. Don't mind me. I started thinking about the London Bridge song because I have neighbors with kids, so the song I can hear the song. I don't know if you all can hear it, but I can hear the song. I thought that it was, generally speaking, if something's loud enough that I can hear it, I just assume the chat can also hear it, but that's not 100% accurate. Sometimes you all cannot hear the thing. Alright, so I guess we're just going to do this. This is a pretty massive boost, so let's just do that. We can sell this, probably. It does have 7 dagger. This is a slight upgrade. This is probably just going to be a downgrade for everybody, so... Yep. So we can sell that. This is the wrong place. Nope, it's not the wrong place. It's the right place.
See anything you want?
Sell this, and yes, we'll sell this.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, so we haven't found any legendaries for a while, which makes sense. We're doing pretty low-level content, even though we are higher level than you might expect for where we are. We're level 37. We have the ability to level up to 39, which we'll get around to eventually. Let's see. Farajaka. It's probably the name, like Jacques. So it's probably J, because I think that's. Let's. It's Friar Jacques, right? Frere Jacques is probably. Let's see if I can figure out the French. Okay, I took half a semester of French in middle school, so we've got this. So, Frere Jacques. Jacques is probably Jacques, so it'd be like what, like JAQUES or something. And then it's probably Frere, so I don't have any idea how friar would be spelled, but I would guess like, I don't know, like FRIERE. Let's go with Frere Jacques. That. So dormez-vous. I think Dormez-vous is that sleep? I have a very strong association with dorme and sleep. And it's not just because the word dormant. Wait. No, we know that dormant has to be from French. How do we know that? Because it's a fancy way of saying something's asleep is to say that it's dormant, and we know in English, if it's fancy, it's French. And if it's proletarian, it's German. So we know that. So we know that dormant is probably coming from there. I'm going to go with it. So dormez-vous, I think, is like... It's probably just like, are you asleep? I should know vous. Vous is something... So it's... Shit, I don't know the rest of it. The rest of it's... I like have like the tune of it, but it's like gibberish. I've literally never thought about this song. Because there's an English version of the song too, right? Like it's just like a direct translation. So part of this is probably the fact that I'm associating the tune aside. No, there's too many songs with the same tune, because like all of these songs, there's like 600 songs that have this exact same tune, and they're running together in my head in such a way that I cannot parse like what the French sounds like for the part. That part there. And does it end with Dormez-vous again? I think it might end with Dormez-vous, but like whatever that section is, whether it's like the chorus, I don't know what the part of the song that is. I don't know enough about song construction, but that part of the song is gibberish in my head, so I can't try to parse what the words mean, unfortunately. Well, that's too bad. But let's wait. We'll pull up the lyrics. We'll pull up the lyrics. Okay. There's no I. It's F-R-E-R-E. And Jacques, I spelled correctly. So it's version Sons les matines. I don't have any ideas. Oh, there's ding ding dong in it, so there's that. So I guess it's just okay. So it has the translation here. It looks like. Wait, is this some AI shit? What is this? What web page are you showing me? This might be. Give me a second. So it is like Ring the Bells. Okay, well that. Oh, because they're the friar. Of course. So since they're the friar, they're responsible to ring the bells. So this is a story about a friar getting up late and not ringing the morning bells when they're supposed to be rung, and some kid is trolling them about it. That's what that song is about. Good to know. Good to know. The friar slept through his duties, his morning duties. All right, so that is going to be it for today. We have successfully defeated 2 dungeons. We have successfully translated a French song that we already knew the English lyrics to somewhere in the back of our heads into English. We should be very proud of ourselves. And and we managed to get through at least a quarter of the song successfully. Thank you everyone for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure to stream for you today, and I hope to see you again next time when we will be... Oh shit, I need to do these things. So I will do... you know what? I'm just going to do a set of push-ups and I'm going to do a set of squats. We'll do that later.